Yep. Okay.
Do you want me to look at you, to look at the camera, or do you want me to?
Oh, look at me. Yeah, just talking casually.
Sure.
Just a few quick questions.
No problem.
So, tell me first of all, why are we here at the MediaTek booth?
We are at the MediaTek booth because we have actually unveiled that our new phone 2A, will have for the first time a MediaTek processor. Up until now, we have been using Qualcomm. We have been very happy with it. But the reality is, like, MediaTek has been actually stepping up in the last few years. And the Dimensity 7200 Pro that we're using for phone 2A is a top-notch processor, super efficient, because it's actually made by TSMC, 4 nanometer, second generation process. So extremely efficient, extremely powerful, and it will definitely be an upgrade compared to like phone 1.
Mm-hmm. So why did you choose actually MediaTek? Because it's the better fit for your mid-ranger, the upcoming model?
Yeah, in this case it was mostly like we did a few tests with a few other manufacturers. There's a couple more versus like MediaTek, and they seem to have like the one that was the best in terms of combination for us when it comes to like power efficiency, actual power, 5G, and a few other features that we were valuing a lot.
And have you tweaked the chipset, especially for your model, or
Yes.
it's the standard version?
Yes, that's why it's the Pro version.
It will be special for you.
Yes, so we are able to actually increase a little bit the performance while reducing.
Sorry.
No worries. We're increasing a little bit the performance while reducing the battery consumption. So what we're looking at essentially is around, I think it's 18% increase in terms of like power, while reducing 16% battery consumption compared to a phone 1, for instance.
And what can you tell me more about the phone 2A, which is coming on March 5th?
Unfortunately, there's a name.
Yeah, what have you unveiled?
There's a chipset and nothing else for now.
Nothing else?
No.
We have seen some parts. Okay, maybe what did you have to cut in terms of features to go more affordable with this phone?
Actually,
compared to the
what you have to think is like we initially started with phone 1, which was a mid-range device. So we don't see it as cutting on anything. What we're saying is like, how can we build a better version of phone 1? And actually that is what is phone 2A. Because phone 2 will still continue selling, and that will be our flagship. But phone 2A comes to kind of like replace the void that will leave phone 1, which is actually going out of stock. So the timing is perfect. The thing is, like last year we were able to do 1 million units sold, which is considerably more than what we were able to do.
1 million from which model?
1 million.
All smartphones.
Smartphones, earphones, and so on. You think about it, like it took us 2 years to reach our first million. Then last year alone, we did 1 million products. Part of that was phone 1, and the thing is, like, it is a segment that is actually quite big, especially in some markets, and we see the opportunity, so we decided to actually continue with phone 2 as our flagship, but then to bring in an improved version of phone 1, which is phone 2A.
I've heard Carol Pei saying that there is no competition in this segment, the mid-range, because not many companies are paying attention to these models. How will your phone be more special than all the phones we know in this price range?
I mean, it's not that there's a competition. Obviously, there's other models in this price range, so there is competition as such. What Carl meant was that not a lot of companies are paying attention to the mid-range devices because they release many devices. So it is not an issue with, like, let's say, oh, Samsung has the Galaxy, whatever, so they only care about that one. So they will not care about the A series. Now, the reality is there's so many devices that the resources are stretched. And what that means is like you have lack of like software updates, lack of like support, and so on. So by releasing less devices and doing so in strategic price bracket levels, then we're able to offer a much better experience.
But isn't it your destiny if you become bigger and launch more phones for different audiences?
Absolutely.
Maybe one day.
I think the idea is to not launch 20 devices in 1 year.
Yeah.
The idea is to make it very selective and just try to make something that works for a large majority of people.
Okay. Do you have an idea, like an end goal for Nothing's portfolio in the future? How do you see it? Like, how many price ranges do you see it covering? or it depends on how it develops in time?
It depends on how it develops. The thing is, like, it's super expensive to make new products and to also break into like new categories. So we're trying to do things step by step. We see ourselves as an ecosystem company, so we have the ambition of actually going beyond smartphones and audio products, but we will take it slow. I think it's important for us to make the right steps. It is very expensive to make mistakes in the industry, and that's also one of the reasons why we are super happy to be able to have released 3 smartphones, or about to be releasing a 3rd smartphone, because I wouldn't say that a lot of companies are able to do that.
And okay, what about the CMF brand? Anything about it? Like you announced new products are coming?
Yeah, we announced a couple of audio products that are coming also at the same time as Phone 2A. I think it's a brand that is working extremely well. We're trying to make it a bit more democratic, like being able to access good design, and that's the way that we are able to approach it into some products that are maybe a little bit easier to manufacture in the sense that there's no transparency, which is actually very complicated. But at the same time, it provides a good user experience at an affordable price, which is what we are trying to achieve with CMF.
And can we expect a smartphone from the CMF brand sometime in the future?
No comment.
We don't know? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Can we do a selfie?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Would be an honor.